Hello everyone, my name is SILVIA Remote alias Jamil and my friends.
Nur Amalina SOFIAH.
I want to ask you guys, do you know how to make our world beautifully white? If you didn't know, then I will talk about Isabella Tree's speech, 3 tips to make your world beautifully white. The speech focused on how modern life often tries to tidy and control nature, which reduce biodiversity and harms environment. This speech reminds us that nature doesn't need constant human control because it thrives better when given freedom. Isabella Tree reminds us or motivate us by showing small action can make a huge difference.
In this, I'm going to talk about body content of the video. First is eye contact. Isabella Tree managed to maintain consistent eye contact with the audience, which is helped to build a connection and keep the audience engaged with her personal and passionate narrative. Second is gesture. She used gesture to illustrate her point, like using her hand to emphasize the scale and messiness of nature. Her posture maintains open and confidently posture, like standing tall and facing the audience directly. She also dressed in smart casual attire, which is aligned the environmental and practical nature of the topic. She used moderate and controlled volume, like raising her voice slightly when expressing excitement. Her speaking pace is steady and deliberate, which is not rushing and allow the audience to digest the concept. She also talks slowly when listing specific wildlife species. For her facial expression, she frequently smiled, particularly when describing the miracle of the land recovering. For about her filler, she keeps filler words such as or like, but her speech is still fluid and polished.
In conclusion, Isabella Trees remind us that we need to make our own action, like allowing the garden to grow naturally without controlling it can make a huge difference. The word beautifully wild encourage people to change their perspective, seeing value and beauty in natural. She makes us realize that we have our own role, helping nature recover, no matter how small our contribution may seem.
For general recommendation about the topic, we have to support our biodiversity, like plant the native species and create space for insects, birds, and small animals. Next is less controlling nature. We have to avoid cutting grass too often and let the plant grow naturally. Last, we have to change our perspective, which is we have to see value in what grow instead of perfect order. And we need to understand the nature work best with less human interference.
That's
That's
all
all
from
from us.
us. Bye
Bye.
bye.